Okay, so we're going to start by running our add phenotypes script. And first thing I have here is I have all of my information that I'm going to need to plug into the prompts that come up. I put that in a text document ahead of time so that I can just copy and paste all the pertinent information. Something to note is that for the opal colors, since some of them in our libraries we have the entire lot number in the actual name of the color, you'll need to copy that whole name into there, not just the color itself. So keep that in mind. But as you can see, I've opened up the scripts where they're located in RStudio, and then I'm actually going to set my working directory. So I just go to Session, Set Working Directory, and I'm going to set that to the source file location. That lets it know where my script is located so that it's able to run it for me. I'm actually going to run it in the terminal, so instead of the console, which is where I set the working directory, I click on this terminal tab. That'll bring up a new terminal for me, and it'll just scroll through things I've done before, but it'll also show me that I am in that same location that I told it to run on the console. So what I'm going to do is just type in the word RScript, and then I'm going to tell it which script I am currently running, which is the add phenotype, and then just click enter. So the first thing it says is that it's going to check if I have all the necessary packages, which sometimes, depending if you've reinstalled, you might need to also reinstall some new packages for R in order to run some of the programming in here. So I just click enter. Alright, it tells me that I have all the packages that I needed. So we just need to find the file location where the cell-site data files are. So whatever folder I put them in after running from Inform, that's what I need to provide it in this spot. So I'm just going to copy the location and paste that in there. And you'll notice that when you're putting this in, it gives you a little prompt of the format for the file path, so you need to follow that. So just put it in quotes and make sure your slashes are facing the correct direction, and there's no slash at the end. So the last thing should be the name of the folder that the cell-site data files are in. Once you've typed that in or copied it, you can just click enter. So the next thing it says is please provide the names of the epitopes or the antibodies that we used. So you need to spell this name the same way that you would spell it when you put it into the name of the color in Inform, because that's the way it's spelled in the cell-site data file. And you only need to put in the names of the antibodies that we are actually going to be counting or doing anything with add phenotypes. If we're not going to be counting them or measuring anything with them, you don't need to put in those ones. So just type one in and click enter. It'll ask you if this is the last one that you want to enter. It's not, because I have some more to enter, so I'm going to click N for no and hit the enter key again. Now it's asking for a second one. So the second one I'm going to enter is going to be GranzymeB, and then I hit enter. So it's the final one, no. And then you just do this for as many as you want to enter. So this is my final entry, so I put in a Y and hit enter. Now it's going to ask for the name and the number of the opal color. So if the word opal is in the name of the color, you need to type that as well. I've put all of my colors over here that I entered in Inform. So it'll ask you for one at a time, so look at which one it's asking for. This time it's Ki67, and I'm just going to copy and paste that in there. And hit enter. Now it wants to know what's the location where we scored the color in Inform. So I have that over here as well in my little notepad. So for Ki67, we scored it in the nucleus. So I just type in the word nucleus and hit enter. And now it's going to ask the same questions, but for GranzymeB. So it first asks for the color. Just copy and paste and hit enter. And then the location. This is also the nucleus. So I type that in, hit enter. And for CD8, same questions. If you type something incorrectly or the program can't find it the way that you spelled it, it will tell you that it couldn't find something. So for example, say that I typed in banana instead of the actual location. It'll say, something isn't right, please check your information and try again. And it will re-prompt you for the beginning of the questions for that antibody. So it'll ask me for the color again for CD8. And then if I type it incorrectly this time, it'll go ahead and move on to the next question. So now that we've entered the colors and the scoring locations, it wants to know if I have any additional combination phenotypes that we're going to make. So we do have some, so the answer is yes, so enter a Y. And then it'll give you a list of options of current combinations that are available in the program that we've written so far. So as we write more, we can make this list longer. There's quite a few on here for Ki67 and GranzymeB, so we're going to be using some of those. And we'll just go in order from our list of additionals that I made ahead of time, planning on what we're doing today. So you just type in one at a time, the same way that they're spelled in the list that it provides for you, and then hit enter after each one. It'll ask if you have any more. So each time you just tell it that you do have another one, and enter that additional one, until you've entered all of them that we're going to be using. If you do spell something incorrectly, it just won't run any combination for that one, so make sure you spell it correctly and that it is something that was in the list. And that's the last one that I'm going to enter. So after this question, do I have any combinations? I'm going to say N for no, I don't have any more. Now it'll ask me for the scores. So we scored these in Inform, and I have them in my text document. So the score that we have for Ki67 was 5.5, so I just typed that in and hit enter. For GranzymeB it was 7, hit enter, and for CD8 it was 1.25. After that, you've entered everything the program needs, so it'll go ahead and show you which files it's processing. And then after it's all done, it'll say at the bottom here, it'll give some warnings that are just routine things that come up with the program, but it'll say they're done, stored in a new folder, and then if we go to our folder, we can see there's a new folder it created with analyzed cell seg data. And that's where all the new files will be written after processing. So the old ones that you had and you provided the location for, they're not overwritten, they're still in your folder, and you have a new folder here with the new processed files.